Hi, Tom. I've got all my estate things done through you. What I'm looking for, what is a letter of testamentary?
So, Paul, when somebody passes away and we have to do a full probate administration for them, an executor or personal representative is appointed to represent that estate. The executor personal representative is given what's called letters of administration or letters testamentary. That is what gives them the legal authority to go out and transact business on behalf of the estate. So if the executor went to the bank and said, "Hey, I'm the executor. I want to, take money out of this account," the bank's going to say, "No, we're not going to do that for you." But if the executor goes to the bank and said, "I want to take money out of this estate account, and here's my copy of my letters of administration," the bank will do whatever they ask them to. Does that make sense?
Well, that's going through probate. But what if all my assets are under a beneficiary or a transfer of debt and the ladybird deed that I've
Paul,
got? Do I need anything else?
We're all about helping people to avoid probate. If we take all steps necessary to avoid probate, there's not going to be an executor appointed. There's not going to be a need for letters of administration. So, Paul, what you asked me about is what happens when we have to do a probate. But, Paul, you're right. For you, we took all steps necessary to avoid probate.
Okay, so all we need is for the beneficiary to walk to the bank with what? Or the bank already has the information.
If you made your bank accounts POD, payable on death to your kids, all your kids need to do is just show the bank your death certificate, and they'll turn the money over to your kids. No probate required.
Okay, we're doing that. It just sounds so simple.
Well, we're all about keeping it simple.
Thanks so much, Tom. I appreciate you being there when I need you.
You're very welcome,
Goodbye.
Paul. We appreciate it. We're happy to help you. Chrissy, we here at the Olsen Law Group, we are all about helping it keeping it simple. And I had some clients yesterday, and I brought you in because I was working on their estate planning documents that was done through another lawyer here in Orlando. Not just one, but two big, fat 3-ring binders. 2 to 3 inches of documents in each one of those binders, and just way overblown, way overcomplicated, way long. A lawyer that throws in everything you might imagine into these documents, including the kitchen sink, but then didn't take the steps to help avoid probate.
Worst part is that they were huge, long, big documents and didn't even do the job.
Exactly. Spent all this time, all this money to create these way overblown documents and didn't even give clients advice on how to avoid probate. Said, here they are, you're good to go. No, you're not, because simply having a will does not avoid probate. You got to take steps to avoid probate.
Simply having a trust.
Exactly. Yep. So I gave them the advice they needed to do. The documents are fine. I said, we don't need to redo them. We just need to take steps to avoid probate, including doing a ladybird deed for them to avoid probate on their home.
And that's the thing as well, is that it frustrates us. We oftentimes, and if you are out there, listeners, and you have a living trust,